Welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop, pig suey, the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Syracuse Orange. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Ready to fire from the pistol. They go to the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
And it makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Still looking on the move. He's right on target. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Orange offense will get its first chance now. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The give. Steamrolls his way ahead. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. He fires to the left side. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
On second down, he'll fire. Dumps it off in the flats. At the 20, he's got space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up second and goal.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
7, Syracuse, 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on third down. And he's dragged down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all week long. Back.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And I love these goal-to-go situations. Give it to your QB. Don't do any of the read stuff. Don't do any of this stuff that takes time. Go now, get downhill, follow your blocks, and get in the end zone. Nice decisiveness by the QB.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
They'll go to the air on third and short. He unleashes a long one. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Still running at the 40. Can anyone catch him? And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Finds his tight end. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself. Do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Harris back to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Finds the big tight end. Open space at the 25. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Floats it out in space. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working. We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it back looking for help. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And the Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense lining up for a first down play. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking it back at the 10. The Orange will have to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's going to get loose. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
This time on target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Syracuse will send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take.
He's off to the races. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
38, Syracuse, 3.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Howard. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down for this offense. Gets it out quickly. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season.
And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. And the returner will be dragged down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires the pass, intercepted. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. Looking for a productive play on first down. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Now adjusting. On the move, he fires. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Between the uprights, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability.
And down he goes back at the 3. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Running with power. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Orange will have to punt. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Now the play fake. They're working that left side. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. To give as they work on that clock. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Line gets set, first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. With the catch, it's Fowler. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. That last completion sets them up on second down. Good timing on the quick out. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team.